Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Daisy and this is Daisy Does It. If you are new here, I would like to say welcome. And if you're returning, I truly want to say thank you for coming back and welcome back. It's a long journey ahead and I've had so many individuals just reach out and say how they are on this journey with me and they are looking forward to more content coming from me, and I just truly appreciate, and I've tried to respond to each and every comment and talk about each constructive criticism that I've been given. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the first things that I do at the beginning of the month, or rather the end of the month, is I try to go ahead and make a calendar view. Oops, sorry. Of all the expenses that I'm expected to pay for the month, the upcoming month. As you will see here, I only have salary written. I do not have the actual amount posted. I'm not sure if I mentioned in the last video on my debt confession that within the last 60 days, December 20th of 2021, I started a new position at a different company. So yes, I was part of the great resignation of 2021. I changed companies, still in the same field, still working in administration in the mental health field for a government agency here in the state of Georgia. However, it is a different salary point and I've changed some of my withholdings. So I'm not quite sure what my income is actually going to be at this point. So I'm going to leave those blank. I know I get paid on these days. I feel like I'm going to get over 1,600, a little bit over 1,600, but I'm not sure. I have insurance for the entire family. I have my daughter's daycare, 2 weeks of my daughter's daycare, 401k, health savings accounts, just flexible benefits, all of these other things that are coming out. So, and then just general taxes and all that hoopla. So, not quite sure what these actual numbers are going to be. So I'm going to leave that part blank. But I can go ahead and note what I'm expected to pay for the month. So without further stalling, let's get started. All right. So on the first of the month, the only bill that is coming out is going to be my rent. Rent is $15.64.83, and they charge $5 for an online transaction. So 15.69.83. I'm a lefty, y'all, and I'm trying to have it to where y'all can see the majority of what's going on. So it's kind of hard for me to write around here. So if it gets a little sloppy, I apologize in advance. On the second of the month, I do have Capital One. For a cost of $25. And I think, let's do this, y'all. I'm going to try to do this side of the page first and then come back and do this side. So that way I'm not moving the page as much. Okay. So on the 6th of the month, I have Geico. That is $354.64. I know that is high. I received a ticket last year for speeding in a school zone, but school was not in. It was virtual. I didn't contest the ticket. I just paid it. It was only $25. But I probably should have contested it because it increased my insurance significantly, almost $75. It would have been even more than this, but we took the defensive driving course, my husband and myself. So it came down from $380 a month to $350, but it's still very expensive. We do have full coverage on both cars because they are still being financed. It will go down when my husband's car gets paid off in the next few months. So that is something we're looking forward to. The first Chase card is due on the 7th, and that is $143. I have a Cricket subscription. That's $11 a month. Capital One, $100 a month on the 15th. And then that's also when the Honda car payment is due. I have an Apple subscription for $3. That is for Apple iCloud for myself and my mother. My mother is on my cell phone plan, and we have unlimited, so I use the Apple iCloud for storage. It's $3 a month. The 22nd of the month, the other Apple subscription comes out. It's $5 a month. That's for Apple Music. I have a Firm, $113. My car on the 23rd, $545. Gonna move this down a little bit. The 27th has a Credit One credit card for $25. The last day of the month has a few different things. My car wash, which is Tidal Wave, $20. I have a self-lender account. I have the small one, $25. Pandora, $15. My Chase card is $50. Okay, so that's all of the expenses on this side of the calendar. So I'm sorry, y'all, I'm moving you. You see? Okay, so I have the right side of the calendar. I have another Apple for $4.98. Let's just put $5. And this is new. So normally I've been paying $25 a month for Navient on the 3rd. They've started my student loan repayments, and it's coming out in 3 different payments. The first is $110.44. The second is $129.29. I use my FICO. It's $40 a month to check my credit until the house closes, to make sure anything that pops up there, it shows me not only all of my different credit scores, but it also shows me my mortgage scores, which a lot of companies do not show you, and they do not show you all 3. My daughter's daycare. has gone up. It was $160 a week. It's now $170 a week. I'm going to budget for our nanny $50. So let me explain that a little bit. Changing jobs. I was previously working from home unless I had to travel. Now I have to work in the office a minimum of 3 days a week, 8:15 to 5 o'clock. My daughter's school closes at 6. I'm about 45 minutes away. That would give me, if I left exactly at 5 o'clock, that would give me until 5:45 to get here. But that means that 1, I could not stay over any. And then 2, I would be at the mercy of Atlanta traffic, which is not the best. So I pay a teacher, Miss Jan, who is an older teacher. I love her to death. I pay her to bring my daughter home. We live 1 street away. You technically could walk. She brings her home. Typically, it's only an hour, so that would be 3 hours a week at $12 an hour, which is under $40. It's $36. However, I've been trying to decide if I'm going to continue doing side income, side hustles, and pick up either some rides or some DoorDash or Uber or something on the way home. I tried it last week. It ended up doubling my cost for Miss Jan because I would do it for 1 hour and then come home. So then I was paying her for 2 hours, and then she ended up bringing her home 4 days last week. So it ended up being $100. I'm not quite sure the cost benefit. I haven't done the math on that yet. Last year I brought in about $5,000 of side income. If you want to see that breakdown, please leave in the comments below and let me know. I can give you a breakdown of how much I made per month and how I was able to use that money to pay off some previous debt. But I haven't decided if that's something I'm going to continue doing, just because it's going to cost me more money with the way our schedules are now. Okay, let's keep going. Navient, another one on the 5th. I feel like my handwriting is so messy right now. I'm sorry, y'all. 124.12. And I have a note here. The total cost of Navient for the month is $363.85 currently. I can go ahead and put my daughter's daycare for every Friday. The only time that would change is if her class gets shut down for COVID, which it did last week, last month, excuse me. So they charge, if it's closed for COVID, then they charge you half the rate to keep her spot. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And okay, on the 11th, I have my cell phone payment, which is coming up at $226. Now that covers myself, my mother. I have an Apple iPad, and that's on unlimited data for all 3 of our accounts. Plus, I'm paying off my iPhone. I do have 6 more months for that. And then my payment should go down about $50 a month. Go ahead and budget for Miss Jan. I think what I'm going to do is just budget Miss Jan out for $50 per week. My new job says that I'm going to work from home 2 days a week and in the office for 3 days a week. I have it set up to where I told my boss I will work every Friday in the office because my husband is off. So that way I would not use Miss Jan on that day. So the other 2 days, so I would technically only use Miss Jan 2 days a week. No, 3. It would be 2 days a week. And then 2 days a week I would be from home. In theory, that's the way it will work. But I just started. I have worked from home a couple of days, but it's not a set rotation yet. So I'm going to budget for her to be here 3 days a week, just in case. And then the 25th, I'm still going to budget Miss Jan. $50. Okay, that is everything. Now I am a highlighter girl. I'm going to highlight my salary just as a reminder that money is going to come in on that date. I also, since I put money into my daughter's dependent care account, I technically only take 1 week of her daycare out of my paychecks. That might sound very weird. Each paycheck I have 1 week of her daycare taken out pre-tax, and then after tax, once they put the money in my account, then I take out another week. So that's 2 weeks worth. And then I get paid every other week now, which is also different for me. So every other Friday, it's the same thing. So with the 2 paychecks, 1 pre-tax, 1 after tax, that's 2 weeks of daycare. 2 weeks of daycare equals a whole month. In theory, it makes sense, but they take it out, then I have to send in a receipt, then they direct deposit it back in my account. So what I typically will do is pay for the first 2 weeks, and then by the time I'm able to get the reimbursement around the 11th, I should be able to pay the other 2 weeks, and then we'll go from there. That is my monthly breakdown. I do utilize the Budget Mom Paycheck system somewhat. I do not follow her methods fully. I do not follow Dave Ramsey's fully. I do use the debt snowball method to pay down debt. However, life. I'm just going to say I give myself grace. I have reduced some of my spending. I did have a Weight Watcher subscription that I canceled. That saves me $40 a month. And a Walmart Plus subscription, which was around $12.99, $13. I went ahead and canceled both of those subscriptions. I don't really utilize the Walmart. It was helpful during the holidays. But now, since the holidays are over with, I'm not utilizing it as often. And every time I've tried to do a Walmart pickup, it was never as convenient as like a Target pickup, which is free. So I'd rather just go to Target, and I can do same day pickup. I can just order it and it's there, and I don't have to pay a monthly fee. So it is what it is. Cancel Walmart Plus. Weight Watchers, my health insurance company has put me on with a weight loss program called Amada. I have a weight loss coach for free. They sent me a scale every morning. I get up, I step on the scale, it sends it to him. It's a whole group. We go back and forth, blah, 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 but it's free. So not really a point in paying for Weight Watchers when I'm doing the Amada Health. It's just like double weight loss stuff. So saving costs on that. There is a note down here for GS, which is Greystone. That's our power. We are on a prepaid power. I put about $50 every 2 weeks on it. So I haven't put it on there because I do it based off of when we need it. But it's typically it typically falls around the day I get paid. I go ahead and add $50. It'll start sending us alerts once it reaches $25. And if it's lower than that, we'll get alerts daily until we add money back to it. I just put money on it last Friday, so we should be good until the 11th. But if I have to add money to it, I will put it on that day on this calendar, but I do not put it on here until I do that, because I never know when I'm going to end up paying it, or let's just say it gets really, really cold and we're using more heat, then it'll go up. All right, so that's my monthly breakdown. What I'm going to do in the next few days is do a recap of January, and I'm going to post that video probably within the next 24, 48 hours to kind of see what was spent during the month of January. I look at my budget categories and try to track it, and then I make goals for the upcoming month, such as less eating out or less shopping, spending, groceries, whatever. So I will use the highlighter method for that. I do that in the Budget Mom workbook. So that will be the next video on here. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you on this journey with me. I thank you all to everyone who has already subscribed. Y'all are amazing. I'm just blown away by the love and the support that I've received over the last couple of weeks. And I look forward to talking to everyone soon. Thanks. Bye.